Hey, what's going on, guys? I'd like to welcome you to Hustle and Motivate. This is the first podcast episode of an awesome series that we have planned for you. I'm going to be your host. I'm Coach Anthony. And we have a lot of stuff planned with this podcast. You're going to hear from me. You're going to hear from our coaches at Hustle. And I took some time and I brainstormed. In about 10 minutes, I came up with 50 people who I think are going to be great fits on this podcast here. Whether you're a coach in the community, whether you're a business owner, whether you're an amazing member at Hustle, whether you're an athlete in our program, whether you're the parent of an athlete in our program, or whether you're someone who I think fits, the hustle mentality, you're going to be a great fit on this podcast. So that's a little bit about what we're going to be tackling on this new Hustle and Motivate podcast. I got a little list right here. That's going to be the new format. But what better way to start this podcast off by, hey, just talking a little bit about hustle and what we do, who we are, who we help, and why we do what we do. All right. So if you didn't know me, my name is Anthony Dasache. We'll get into me, a little bit about me in future episodes. But I want to talk about the gym. All right. I own a gym called Hustle Strength to Performance. We'll talk about the journey, like I said. Hustle Strength to Performance, we've been in Addison for about 8 years. 8 years on January 4th. All right, it's been an amazing journey. But I wouldn't be here where we're at today with the vision that we have moving forward without the relationships that we formed with people in the community, with the amazing team that I have at Hustle, and by the way that we treat people. It's more than just a workout, all right? It's more than a workout. It's more than just squats and push-ups. Please know that you can do squats and push-ups wherever you want. We can get you better in this room right here. Look at this little room right here, my little office. We can get you better in this room, but it's more than the coaching. It's about the experience that we give to people and the relationships that we form, and the way you make our members feel from the second they walk in to the second they walk out. We take pride in that because there are hundreds of gyms in the area, and I know that, and I don't take that for granted one bit. So who are we? What do we do? What's going on at Hustle? What are you guys up to? So we have a couple different programs at Hustle. The first one that I want to talk about is our adult fitness program. So our adult fitness program is broken up into two separate options, okay? So the first one it's called Hustle Fit. So Hustle Fit is more of our group fitness style class-based program. So in this program, sometimes there's going to be 5 people in class, sometimes there's going to be up to 20. Now, you're going to get led by a coach the entire time. You're going to get taught how to do things and how not to do things. You're going to get guided, you're going to get accountability, you're going to get high energy and positive atmosphere throughout the entire class. So we'll teach you how to do the exercise, and then we'll walk around, we'll coach, we'll correct, and we'll make sure that you're doing things properly. In this program, we're still going to give modifications. Let's say if something's bothering you, your knee's bothering you. We're going to give modifications because you're going to hear this many times throughout this podcast. We're going to meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to go. We want to set you up for success. We want to celebrate small wins. So if something's bothering you or you have a specific goal or whatever it may be, we're going to help. So Hustle Fit. Hustle Fit is the group fitness style classes. On the other side of things is, hey, this is one of our up and coming programs. It's called Small Group Personal Training. In Small Group Personal Training, you're going to get it's personal training in small groups. Now there's no more than 6 people in a session. So pretty much you're getting a lot of attention to detail. You're going to get a personalized program for you and your goals. Now, this is the best thing about this is like I said, meet you where you're at, but we're going to meet you where you're at even more in this program by focusing on you and your goals. This is going to be more strength training focused in teaching you how to work out, or if you want to work out and want to lift heavy weights, this is your program here. So whether you're just getting started or if you're working out every day, this program is for you because, hey, we can design a program specific to you and what you need. All right. So that's our adult fitness side of things. On the athlete side, again, we have a couple different programs for this one as well. With the athlete side of things, we have a youth performance program. So our youth performance program works with kids that are between 6 and 11, 6 and 12 years old, and it's teaching them the foundations of strength, speed, agility, power, and confidence, guys. You're going to hear a lot about this word confidence, especially on this podcast. But teaching the kids the foundation and having them believe in themselves that they can do hard things and that we build the foundation of them at that young age so that we can see them develop as they progress through our program. So we're teaching them the basics, teaching them basic squat, push-up, lunges, banded exercise, body weight rows, all of that stuff is included in that, but also teaching them how to run properly, how to slow down properly, how to change direction properly, how to jump and land properly is super important, all while keeping it not only challenging, but fun. And we keep it fun and challenging and positive so the kids enjoy their time with us. We want them to enjoy working out. We want to instill this lifestyle into them at a young age so that they want to come back. So that's our youth performance program. And then we have our athlete performance program. So the athlete performance program works with kids that are 13 plus, helping them get stronger, faster, more explosive, and more confident for their sport. In this program, it's going to be more of an in-depth experience. So I like to say more of the personal training feel where where you can customize workouts for each athlete based on where they're at with their goals, with their levels. All of that stuff will be customized to them in there. We're still going to be focusing on the basics though, because the basics work. All right. So whether it be squat, bench, deadlift, we give you those are some of the big three movements and variations of those. But if your athlete isn't ready for that, we're gonna start with them again, celebrating those small wins. We're gonna regress them into a position where they could be successful. So teaching them the basics of, the squat, the push-up, the lunge, and then we progress them with a little bit of weights, add a kettlebell, add a dumbbell, and then we progress them to the bar, okay? In addition to that, the speed, the agility, the power portion, again, teaching them sprint form, how to slow down, how to change direction, how to jump, how to land, how to change direction with properly, which also helps, when learning that will also help prevent injuries, because a lot of injuries are non-contact. So we spend some time on teaching them how to brace properly, how to land properly, and then the upper body power movements, whether it be throwing medicine balls against the wall, ball slams, rotational tosses, all of that stuff is included in the power portion of the workout. And then, like I said, focusing on the strength and the accessory movements, the single leg stuff, the sleds, and finishing off with whether it be core cardio, core conditioning, or stretches. So that's a little bit about our athlete program. If you'd like to get started in any of those programs, the first step would be to just set up a one-on-one meeting with us at the gym so that we could talk more about you, your goals, and our program, so we can tell you what we feel is best to help you set yourself up for success in each of those programs, whether it be the adult fitness or the athlete performance. We just don't let you come in and just start working out, because that's not what our core values are. All right. And speaking of core values, I'm going to segue into a little bit of some thoughts that I had, as I was prepping for this podcast, some thoughts that I have that kind of, I think of when I think of hustle and why we do what we do and what really separates us from anybody in the area. And it comes down to these bullet points here. And it comes down to developing relationships. Developing relationships, we take pride in developing relationships with everybody that comes to these gyms. So we sit down with you, we talk more about you, we want to get to know you, your why, your goals, what you did beforehand, before you started that hustle, all of that stuff, and even like getting to know you, your family, all that stuff is very important, and it's about getting to know you by name. All right, you're not a barcode. We are a person that we want to meet and we want to develop a relationship with. That's what we're all about. All right, so developing relationships. And another thing is making an impact. Making an impact, it goes far beyond squats and push-ups. I said that before. But if we could, everybody is dealing with something in their life. Everybody's fighting a battle that we know nothing about. But if we could take some time and get to know you and put a smile on your face and have you come in for 50 to 60 minutes a couple times a week, and help you become a better person and help whatever's going on in your life be a little bit better, even if it's for that 50 to 60 minutes, it's worth it. And that's what it means to make an impact in your life. We want to become that third place for you. Everybody goes to work. Everybody goes home. We want to be that third place where you can come and you could smile, you could sweat, you could develop relationships, you could have fun with the coaches, you could have fun with the members, you could, whatever it may be. We want to be that third place for you to look forward to going. And, that's something that we really take pride in. Another thing that comes to mind is, 1% better. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but it comes down to getting 1% better every single day. There's always room to improve, and there's always room, one thing I love to talk about is, I talked about it a couple times yesterday when I sat down with a couple new members, and it is, we can't measure back. It's about measuring backwards from where you started. A lot of people like to be the person they were. They compare yourself to the person they were 10 years ago or 5 years ago or before they were pregnant or before they got hurt. Okay, but it's discouraging sometimes to think about the person that was there before something happened in their life. But now it's about measuring backwards from the day you started at Hustle. All right, that's what we measure backwards from, and that's what we try to improve from. Okay, we try to get better from that first day, and we measure backwards to that day, because I think that if we focus on that and we focus on getting a little bit better every single day and building consistent habits, those consistent habits are going to help you get a little bit better every single day. And at the end of the day, it's great to compare yourself to others. For so long I was saying, comparison is the thief of joy, but it just depends how you compare yourself, okay? Because comparing yourself to others, if you view it as motivation and inspiration, that's amazing, okay? But at the end of the day, you need to compare yourself to the person you were the day before. It's always going to be you versus you. Find ways to constantly improve and get better and use others as a source of inspiration. That's totally fine. But it's you versus you every single day. And that's the kind of vibe that we have at Hustle. It's about good people supporting other good people and helping them get better and just helping each other get better every single day. Now, with that said, it all comes down to becoming your best self yet. Becoming your best self yet is very important. It's about becoming a better person at work, a better parent, a better son, a better, grandparent, or a better person at the gym. That's what it all comes down to, guys. Becoming your best self yet. Also, one of the things that is very, very important with what we do at Hustle is we like to talk about dominating coffee talk. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret on what we do as coaches at Hustle. We want to dominate coffee talk. So what does that mean? We want you to come into the gym as a member, and this is talk about the adult side. We want you to come into the gym as a member, and we want you to come in and have such a great experience that you go to coffee or you go to lunch or dinner or whatever with your friends, with your family, and you are talking about Hustle and the great experience that you've had. We don't want you to go to coffee talk and be like, well, I had an okay workout at Hustle. No, we want you going to coffee talk and being like, oh my God, hey guys, I had this great workout with Coach Don, with Coach Jonathan at Hustle, and guys, these guys are awesome. You got to come with me next time. We want to dominate coffee talk. And on the flip side, when it comes to our athlete performance program, as a parent, if you're listening to this, we want the kids to dominate the car ride home. What's the car ride home? I know you guys know what it is. Hey, how was practice today? How was school today? How was football today? How was this? How was that? Your kid, I don't know, how many of your kids have said, it was good. Oh, okay. So we want your kid to come into the car. We want to dominate that car talk. So what you're going to say is, hey, how was Hustle today? Oh my God. Hey, mom, dad, whatever. This was, we did this, I did that. I squatted 50, I did my personal best in squat. I pushed the sled this much times. I had so much fun. When are we going back? I want the kids to say that. I want our athletes to get home, our older athletes to get home and say, hey, they were telling their friends about, hey, hey, we did this at Hustle. The coaches made me feel awesome. I'm on their record board. I'm working to get on their record board. I want to do this. I want to do that. I can't wait to go back next. That is what it's all about. I can't wait to go back next. I want to have the kids and the parents and the adults in our programs just, hey, looking forward to their next time with us, okay? And it all comes down to meeting you where you're at with your goals and helping you get to where you want to be, all right? And the foundation of all of this, guys, is built off of things that you can control. Things that you can control. Your attitude, your effort, and your hustle. And those three things are the foundation of everything that I'm about, everything that our coaches are about, everything that Hustle is about, guys. So as this first episode kind of comes to an end, it's much more than the coaching with us. It's about the coaching experience and how we make you feel, regardless of what your goals are, regardless of where you're coming from, regardless of your background. We are here to set you up for success. We've got your back. Again, I appreciate you listening. I'm really looking forward to getting this new podcast style rolling. And as always, thanks for hustling. See you in the next one.